back in the US. I'm ready to do this. It is important for people to see famous works of art because they're a window into the past. And not only can a work of art speak to you and make you feel something, but it also lets you know what was happening in the world when that work of art was created. You can see the whisperings of history in each brushstroke or curve of marble or architectural technique. Art history has become something that I appreciate so deeply ever since my freshman year fine arts class that I was just required to take for my major. I had never been interested in any history class I've ever taken, but I discovered that learning about the past through art was right up my alley. So it was important for me to see these famous works because it reminded me how connected art and history really are. Considering all the people, costs, and resources that are being used to preserve the art that I saw, I really loved seeing how dedicated people are to preserving art. It's such a refreshing change. Something that's always bothered me about the USA is that everyone seems to only be concerned with modernizing, updating, and changing everything. You almost never see architecture from more than 100 years ago, and I think that's so damaging and so telling about what is prioritized in our culture. Europe seems to appreciate their past and want to preserve every part of their history. Every street you walk down in Italy had incredible structures with rich histories. And I remember last year when I was in Ireland, they were doing construction across the river in Dublin. And what was amazing was that they were keeping and preserving the facades of the buildings and just reinforcing the structure of the back of the buildings. How incredible is that? It just shows a level of care and appreciation for the architecture and history that I had never seen in the United States. And it's a similar case with Vienna and Austria. Vienna is in Austria. Sorry. Italy and Austria. For what do I think about people risking their lives during World War II for some of the art you witness? It just breaks my heart. It makes me very emotional to think about how such horrible things were going on, but people were still able to produce incredibly beautiful art that tells a story of what was going on at the time in a creative way. And I feel so privileged to be able to enjoy the product of their bravery and honor them. I experienced wonder at the top of the Duomo after going up 1,000,000 steps, looking out over the city. I experienced wonder while looking up in the Sistine Chapel, and I felt wonder as I sat on the bench at the Belvedere staring at Klimt's The Kiss for what felt like 2 minutes, but was probably 30. But my truer moments of wonder were in watching the people around me become some of my closest friends. Through late nights, early mornings, and scorching days in the sun, I had the opportunity to bond with some incredible people. It taught me a lot about the types of people I want and deserve in my life. Another thing I want to mention is my appreciation for capturing others in their moments of wonder. I have many pictures of fellow travelers marveling at a piece of art or architecture, and they are my favorite things to look back at. I'm so grateful that I have these little moments in time to remember. How do I think this trip and my experience will affect my future self, and why? I feel so much better prepared for life after this trip. In my travels with my mom directly after study abroad ended, she even said that I had changed. I'm way less anxious, and I feel like I can take on anything that is thrown my way. There's something about navigating a completely foreign place that molds you, changes the way you think about everything, and you learn to follow your instincts and improvise because you just have to. I will forever be grateful of what I learned on this trip, and I'll never forget it.